Hello and welcome back everyone. Firstly, before we get started, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for all of the support on the channel in 2018. With your help, with your love and with your support, we managed to take the channel from 1,000 subscribers to almost 10,000 subscribers in just under 5 months, which is a massive achievement for any YouTube channel, unless you put out something viral. As far as I know, I haven't done that. So that's all good down to you guys. So a massive thank you for that. That being said, 2018 is over. Let's have a look at 2019 and what we're going to be doing on the channel here. See if I can make it through the rest of this video without losing my voice, because I've been ill for about 4 weeks now. A little bit sick of it. So firstly, let's talk about some things that we're going to be continuing to do. Firstly will be the support for the Kickstarter, Indiegogo and crowd-funded tech campaigns. It's something that I personally enjoy doing. It's something that I would continue to do in my own time anyway, backing these projects and receiving the tech. And it's something that you guys seem to enjoy as well. One of the changes that I will be making is not always will I make a video immediately after I back a project. For example, there's 3 or 4 that I backed maybe before Christmas, where I'm actually going to wait for the products to be delivered. And that way we'll just do the unboxing and then the review of it, rather than talk about the campaign massively before it's released. That way it's not kind of pushing people towards backing a project that might not be completed. We've learned a lesson with a couple of these projects in 2018, both with View glasses and the fuck was it called? The Voltaman smart wallet. Neither of those have come to fruition. I did videos on them before I received the projects, and I feel like it might have pushed people to maybe back the campaign, and now they're kind of out of pocket. So there's a few which I've backed, I won't make videos on until they arrive, and that way I can unbox them, review them, personally recommend them from them being used, and also you know that the product exists and it's going to ship and you'll receive it. Unfortunately, it won't be the case for every project, because as far as I'm aware, I don't have an unlimited supply of money.
It's not a liquid!
Some of them we will just talk about because they're interesting, new, innovative, funny, or just downright bad, and I like to take the piss a little bit. And obviously, as well as crowdfunded tech, we're also going to look at the mainstream stuff. I'm slightly limited by size. Obviously, we are yet to be a massive channel. We don't have an unlimited amount of funds, and I also do not have an unlimited amount of space in this tiny little flat. So in terms, I won't be buying like new TVs every week, new gaming PCs, because I just don't have the place to put them. So a lot of wearable stuff, very cool, gaming peripherals. I think even if we don't have the physical products here, it's still very cool to keep up on tech news, new phone releases. Last week, for example, you would have seen my favorite stuff from CES 2019. So something else that will be continuing in 2019 is our coverage of Shadow. Essentially, I'm already known as that Shadow guy, as a lot of you who have subscribed today might have actually found the channel through searching for Shadow. 2019 is going to be a big year for Shadow. Obviously, the Shadow box is somewhat obsolete now. They'll be releasing the new Shadow Ghost very soon this year. Once that comes out, we'll be unboxing, reviewing that, setting that up. We'll be continuing the Shadow News series. So when there's a massive update, new coverage to a country, other new cool features which they released, we'll be continuing the roundup of Shadow News. And as well as that continuation, there's lots of requests on the previous videos of people who want to see like specific how-tos and guides, and there's lots of stuff we haven't covered yet. Different peripherals, different operating systems, different iPads, tablets, phones, just to show kind of the extent that you can use the system on. So we'll be exploring those, putting some more of those out there. So specifically, if you know, there's any of those that you've been wanting to see, maybe this is a good place to leave it in the comments down below. So as well as that, games, as new games become available, as they tend to do, it somewhat pushes the system requirements up, and a regular question is, can you play such and such on Shadow? The gameplay stuff is something that I've really been enjoying. I keep saying this isn't a gaming channel. It's gonna find its way in there. I'm enjoying it. You guys seem to be enjoying it. It's answering a question in terms of, can this game be played on Shadow? Can you stick it on ultra settings? So yeah, the gaming content is going to continue in 2019. And again, let's take this opportunity. If there are any games which I haven't played already, about 3 or 4 on the channel now, if there's any I haven't already covered that you're like dying to see how it runs. If it runs, then leave it in the comments down below. So there'll be a lot more of that on the channel this year. So as well as the gaming content on the channel, one new development for 2019 that we'll be doing is Twitch streaming. This again will answer sort of massive questions around Shadow, with people saying, is it capable of streaming? Can you stream games? Can you still keep them at high quality? How well does it stream games? All of that will be answered because I'm going to be streaming from it. As well as that, working with a small group of Shadow content creators called the Shadow Makers, who are actually already streaming on Shadow. So if you're interested in seeing what it looks like as of right now, I'll link to all of their channels in the description down below. I highly recommend you go check out their channels, some great content, drop them a follow, you will not regret it. So you might be asking, Mark, you said you're going to start Twitch streaming. What are you going to stream? Specifically, we're going to start this hopefully around February, because there's somewhat a big gaming release in February. I'm not sure if you would have heard of it. It's called Anthem. Something I've been hyped for since it was first announced at E3. I've been following it like mad ever since. If you're interested in a channel that releases daily Anthem content, I highly recommend Dantix. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description down below, as well as his Discord full of people who will also be playing, setting up guilds. But Anthem will be released on February 22nd. So from February 22nd, you can pretty much expect regular Twitch streaming. Now, to share that experience of playing Anthem on Shadow, if you head over to my
Editing Mark here. I'd come up with this whole complicated entry system, but you know what, there's a link in the description below for a Gleam competition. Just go follow that, follow the instructions for a chance to win a 1-month subscription to Shadow and a digital version of Anthem. That way we can smash a bit of Anthem together on Shadow. A couple of things before entering. Obviously, if you're not in a Shadow supported area, it's probably not worth entering because this will go to waste. And in terms of internet speed, minimum of 15 meg is recommended. But yeah, back to you, Sick Mark. Don't worry, you'll feel better real soon.
So yeah, go follow the channel. Hopefully before February, I'll maybe do a couple of test streams just to make sure that I've got the hang of it, that I know what I'm doing. But that's it from me. To make sure you stay up to date with all of the things happening in 2019, make sure you subscribe to the channel. A like rating on this video would be appreciated. And as always, I shall see you in the next one.